It's time we have an honest conversation about critical race theory, what it's become, and what damage it may be doing. At its core, CRT claims to address racial injustice, but in practice, it often creates division, resentment, and ironically, racism itself. Let's start with the idea of a color-blind meritocracy. CRT attacks this, arguing that treating people equally regardless of race is a smokescreen for maintaining white dominance. But what if it's the opposite? What if striving for fairness based on effort and character is actually the best path forward for everyone? This ideology gives white people a false moral guilt trip, while at the same time enabling some black voices to endlessly claim victimhood, rather than seek solutions. And it's not helping anyone. It's gone so far off the rails that now even mathematics has been labeled racist. Yes, an actual study funded by the Gates Foundation pushed the idea that expecting right answers and objectivity in math is somehow oppressive. When basic truths like 2 + 2 = 4 are seen as tools of white supremacy, we've lost the plot. But here's the uncomfortable truth that CRT completely ignores. Many minority groups, Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, Indians, consistently outperform whites in education and income. Not because the system is skewed in their favor, but because of a cultural focus on discipline, education, and family stability. Meanwhile, it's primarily the black community, especially in the US, that repeatedly claims systemic oppression, not just from whites, but from society at large. It's time we ask, is blaming others helping anyone? Or is it trapping people in a mindset of helplessness? Instead of race grifting, building an identity entirely around skin color and grievance, why not focus on building strong families, especially strong fathers and mentors for young men? Why not equip the next generation with skills, discipline, and values, rather than teaching them to expect handouts or lowered expectations? Because here's the hard truth. Lowering standards doesn't uplift people. It strips away dignity, undercuts achievement, and poisons collaboration. It fosters resentment, both from those who are passed over and from those who are condescended to. And that's where we are today, a place where black professionals are often assumed to be affirmative action hires. Not because they are, but because CRT has made race a political weapon. That damages trust. And trust is what made Western societies prosperous. The belief that rules apply fairly, that hard work is rewarded, and that your background doesn't define your future. If we destroy that, if we turn everything into tribal warfare, we invite the chaos of low-trust, authoritarian systems. History shows what happens when people stop seeing each other as individuals and start organizing entirely by race or grievance. We have the tools today to build a society based on fairness and opportunity for all. But we won't get there by obsessing over race. We'll get there by recognizing our shared humanity. Because in reality, outside of the top 1%, most of us are just one crisis away from financial struggle. We rise together or we fall divided. So let's focus on what unites us: responsibility, family, work, integrity, not skin color.